Evening guys, hope everyone's doing well. This is my VR to Derek, better known as Zippo765. For those of you that aren't aware, he's got a giveaway going on just now, where the prize is actually in fact one of my pipes that he commissioned by me a few weeks back. And it was actually a double commission where he commissioned a pipe for himself and one to give away in the YTPC. So because of that, for obvious reasons, I will not be entering the GAW, as I don't think that would be too fair on everyone else to win potentially my own pipe. But anyway, I thought it was a really interesting topic, and that is, what is your preferred method of lighting a pipe, or is there any kind of reasoning behind it? And I thought, because that's something everyone does so often, it's a really interesting topic. So as you can see in front of me, and I just want to mention, you might be able to see that it's a lot brighter. That's because I have installed a second light. Before the workshop I had LED lights on the right, and that covered the workshop entirely, but it was a bit dimmed over to the left. So I've bought the exact same two LED, they're not strips, but they're kind of like tubes, like the tube strip lights for the left hand side, and as you can see, much brighter. So going forward, you can expect to see the content looking much better. So yeah, we've got my LCS bent brandy. This was the first my pipes from Simon, I believe, and in it we have some Watch City cigar Old Black Magic. This was a blend that Gary, Old in the Way, turned me on to, and it is fantastic. And I've spoken this today because Mark Welsh Piper had mentioned this the other day. I sent him a sample a while back, and he had mentioned that he had smoked it the other day and really enjoyed it. So I thought, it's been a while since I've enjoyed it. Don't have too much left, but this is a fantastic blend. So my preferred, you would say, method is a bit strange in the sense that there's two components to it. Every pipe I enjoy starts off with two matches. These are my matches of preferred choice. You get these from the Danish pipe shop. Fantastic quality, kind of chemical, odor free, and that's what you want. They come in two different sizes. This is your kind of typical match size, and you also get a slightly larger size, which is ideal for pipes. But I find these just as effective and about a quarter the price. So these are my match of choice. I have two because for each pipe you have the charring light and second light. I always do that with a match. I'd say 98% of the time that happens is sometimes if I'm just now in the workshop on the go, I sometimes forget to use a match. But most times, without fail, I use two matches for the first two lights. And then I go onwards to either this clipper, but Bic also makes something, I think, the exact same, where you can get right into the ball, avoid charring your rim. And this is a butane too. This is fantastic. I use this, I'd say, most of the time after my first two matches. And secondly is my Zippo. This is the first one I bought. I've got a second that I keep inside, but this is the one I keep in the workshop. And of course, it's empty. This is just kind of the bog standard pipe lighter that you get. I tend to use this again, not as much as the clipper, but I still do enjoy using a Zippo. I think what I'm interested in is I saw Simon did a clip about it a few weeks back where he put a butane insert, just a normal flame, not a torch, butane insert, because I would prefer to do that instead of the fuel that goes into that. But yeah, so I think we'll get a pipe on the go. So my first match. This is a fresh box too. First match done. Sometimes actually the first match on certain, first light, can actually last quite a while, I find, depending on how dry your tobacco is. But today it's not too dry, so we get straight into the second match. Let it burn off for a second. There. Pipe is well lit. And we're underway. So that's my kind of method of lighting a pipe. It's kind of, I would say, kind of a tradition. No, can't think of the word now. It's lost to me. But kind of that's what I always do every single time I have a pipe, without fail almost. It's the 2 matches and then on to an alternative way to light. And that's partly because these matches, although they are very cheap for the quality that they are, I would still prefer to not order them too often. So that's why I refer to using a Bic, a clipper, or a Zippo. So yeah, that being said, I will leave a link in the description to Derek's channel and the GAW. I would urge you all to enter, and I wish everyone good luck in the hope to win. Again, I will confirm here that I will not be entering, as I think that is slightly unfair. But yeah, that being said, hope you guys have a great rest of your week or weekend, depending on when this goes up. It's Thursday just now, but it might not go up until tomorrow. Expect to see a lot more pipes over the coming weeks, a lot more free time on my hands, thankfully. This week's been hectic with work, so I'm only just starting on some pipes just now. So if there's not an available pipe this week, expect to see one next week. With that being said, cheers.